After doing push-pull split for the past 4 years, I decided to change up my routine and to start training full body 5 days a week. And this is my experience. This is what happened to me. I honestly was not expecting this to happen. So, like most people, when they start off with the gym, I started off with a bro split and then I learned more. I went with a push pull split and then I learned about the advantages of a upper lower program. So, I did that for a bit and I highly recommend push pull split, upper lower split. But one thing that I've always tried to avoid for reasons I don't know, it was just subconscious. I just tried to avoid full body split, no matter how many people made videos about it. Jeff Nippard, a bunch of other people making videos about full body. I just didn't want to try a full body because it just sounded weird. It sounded wrong. It sounded like a lot of work. But I finally decided to switch up my routine and to start doing full body 5 times a week. I saw a lot of things change. I'm going to talk about 3 things that really changed for me. The number one thing that happened to me when I started doing a full body split is I was actually excited to work out again. And this doesn't mean I wasn't excited before. I love doing a push-pull split, push-pull leg split. But I got tired of that. For 4 years, it felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. And even though it works. Push-pull split works. I highly recommend push-pull split. I was doing that 6 times a week. But I felt like my body got used to it. I felt like I needed to change something, and that's when I came across full body training, high frequency full body training. So I started doing that, and honestly, I am so excited to train every single day. It's just exciting knowing that you're not just focusing on one particular muscle, you're focusing on your whole body. And one of the greatest things about that is the pump that you get. You get a full body pump, and honestly, a lot of people overestimate how much volume you need to actually get a pump. And there's nothing more I enjoy than getting a full body pump, especially on a cut, going in the mirror, just posing, looking at myself and feeling good about myself because I've hit every single muscle. I'm not just focusing on legs or chest or shoulders or upper, lower, but I'm hitting everything. Every single day, I'm hitting every single muscle and it just feels good. Every morning I wake up, I'm keen, I'm excited to hit the gym and to hit my whole body. And there's just something about training full body that just gets you feeling so good. Every exercise is a different muscle and it just feels really good. Number 2, now this is one of the biggest things that has changed for me, is my strength. Now my strength has skyrocketed so much. Even though it's only been a month, I feel so much stronger and I can confidently say this is the strongest that I've ever been. I see my lifts getting stronger every single week as I'm losing weight, as I'm in a caloric deficit. And I've been cutting for about 4 months now, and I'm still getting stronger. And one of the reasons why is because when you do a push-pull leg split, or when you do upper lower split, let's say you're training legs, and by the time you get to your 3rd or 4th exercise, you're going to be exhausted. Your legs are going to be exhausted. You're not going to go as heavier as you could. So pretty much full body training, it spreads out that volume over 5 days. So technically you're still hitting the same amount of volume, but it's just spread out. And what happens here is you're much stronger because you're not like, let's say you do one leg exercise, you can go all out for that leg exercise. For example, I did leg press today, and I went all out for that one exercise because I know that there's no other leg exercise and I can go all out for the leg press. So since you're training just one exercise per muscle a day, not for every muscle, sometimes it's 2-3 exercises, but it's not as many as you would be training on a push-pull or upper lower split. You can go 100% on every single muscle because you're strong, you're not exhausted, you're not pre-exhausted that muscle. So it just feels good going so strong. I also did deadlifts today, and as you can see, I felt really good. I hit 190 kilos for 5 reps, and I felt like I could do at least 10 reps. So next week, I confidently feel like I can hit two 10 kilos for 5 reps. And the week after, I feel like I can hit two 20 kilos for 5 reps. And eventually, in the next few months, I feel like I can hit 240 kilos for 5 reps, which I've never done before. And I feel so confident. I feel so strong right now. But of course, I'm cutting. I don't know what's going to change as my weight goes down, as my calories. I'm not going to change my calories too much, but as my weight goes down, I am going to get weaker. But right now, as of this point, I feel so strong. And I honestly think it's because of training full body, because when I was doing push-pull legs, I honestly wasn't this strong. I've been hitting PRs every single week, every single session, and it just feels good to just go out 100% on every single exercise. So strength has honestly skyrocketed. I feel so good and I feel so strong right now. Now, the third reason why is flexibility. Now, with a push-pull leg split, if I missed one day of training, that would just screw up my whole week because I was training 6 days a week. Every day was a different muscle. So if I missed legs, I would have to train legs the day after, and then it would just screw up my whole timeline. I love to start on a Monday. That's just me. Monday is when I start my program. It just gets me in a good rhythm. So if I miss one day, it's going to throw the whole week off and it just feels weird. But with full body, you miss one day, you can just catch up because it's not like one body part is going to be lagging because you're training full body every single day. You can just do it the day after without ruining your whole timeline, without ruining your week, without ruining your entire schedule. Just train whenever. And I train 5 days a week. You don't have to train 5 days a week. You can get similar results with training full body twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. But I'm doing 5 times a week right now. It feels good for me right now. That might change in the future, but I honestly love training so much that I wouldn't know what to do on rest days. So full body, you have so much more flexibility. You can have a life. You can do other things because if you miss a day of training, you can always catch up on that day of training. So flexibility is something that I love about training full body. Even with exercises, if I'm running late on an exercise, if I can't fit in an exercise that I had to do, I could just do it the day after. I could do it, for example, if I had calves, but I was running late for work and I couldn't train calves at the end of my workout, I could just do it the day after. And it still works out because I'm still getting the same amount of volume every single week. I've never looked as good as I have right now. I've never been as strong as I have right now. And that might be because I've been cutting for 4 months, but I also think a huge part of that reason is because of doing a full body split. So I think you guys should try out full body split. Now, I'm not saying full body split is the superior training program. I think it's upper, lower, push-pull legs, full body. They all work amazing, but it's all about picking the one that works for you, the one that you enjoy. And I enjoy full body. I'm going to be doing full body for the foreseeable future. I don't see any reason why I would go back to push-pull legs, why I would go back to upper, lower. Right now, full body feels amazing, but it's all about finding the program that works for you. Just avoid bro splits and you'll be fine. I hope you guys learned something from this. If you have any questions, you can ask me on Instagram. I'll have it up on the screen right now. And if you want to see everything that I eat on a day of cutting as a vegan, trying to get shredded, you can click on the video right there. I take you guys through everything that I eat, all my macros, all of that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.